Hi everybody, hope you're well. This video is requested by Galway-Bay, and in this video I'm going to be talking about items like mash and saddles, and mainly items that actually go up and down in price. So anything that you notice on the game that has a price that fluctuates, and you might just think, well, this price just goes up and down. I don't know why, but there is actually a reason. The price for manufactured items in the game, and what you mean by manufacturers is items that can be made in equestrian workshops. So in your equestrian centre there's workshops, which obviously you can use to make a variety of items. Now I can't actually show you right now what items you can make because, well, actually maybe I can. Let's try produce. No, okay. It's because I've got all my workshops in production right now, so I can't show you. Actually, no, wait a minute. We do. We can retrieve here. Okay, now we have one open. So you can see a lot of different items here. So consumables such as mash, fertilizer, equipment like bridles, saddles, saddle cloths, protection, bonus items, so your bell boot, your whip, your spur, your lunge. I'm not going to worry so much about horseshoe studs for the moment. Buildings like the boxes, greenhouses, workshops, enhancements like water trucks and showers, and even the meadow equipment like the tractors and the feed trucks, and all these different items that can be manufactured. Most of them have this up and down in price. So if we go into the shop, you can see the items that never change, such as fodder, oats, apples, carrots. You can see the stock is infinite. That means it never runs out. There'll always be some in stock. But then you've got these things that actually have a number. And what you'll notice is if you click on it, so let's click on this and we'll also click open the carrot. If you click on the carrot, the basic stuff is displayed. Now, if we click on mash, however, you can see there's a graph. And the graph shows the changes in prices and over the period of time as well. So you can see here it was about 67 equus, and then it dropped way down on the 24th of April to 32. From 3 days prior, it was extremely expensive. It was nearly twice as much. So you kind of have to have a wee look here, and you can sort of see, you can look at the dates when the price went up and down and so forth. And there are a couple of reasons for this. One of the reasons is supply and demand. Some people are able to produce these items and supply them to players and sell them. They want to sell them. Whereas you have other people who maybe want to buy them because they don't bother making their own in the workshops. Maybe you're not bothered about, you don't want to spend time in your EC, you don't want to make mash or saddles or whatever, so you want to just buy them. So you want to be thinking about when's the cheapest time to buy them compared to when is really expensive, because it will save you a lot of money in the long run. So the higher obviously the price, the more attractive it is for people who have them to sell. So the reason for this is, if we just go to the shop real quickly and sell items, so let's just say for a shower. Okay, let's click on a shower just for example. And you can see right now, if I was to sell my shower, I'd be getting a really rubbish price, because the overall price, like to buy a shower, is about 40,000. A couple of days ago it was a bit more. So maybe it's a really bad time for me to sell it. Maybe I should wait until the price goes up and I might get an extra 1,000 equus. That might be a better time to sell it. So, but for somebody buying right now might be like, this is a great time for me to buy a load of showers from my EC because the prices are really low. So, you know, it does stack up whenever you kind of look at it. So the other thing that affects the supply and demand, obviously, is the seasons. So on Howrse, there are seasons. And I can't show you it right now, but it's at the very top right-hand corner of the screen, and it will either say spring, autumn, summer, or winter. If we go to the meadows, I can't actually put anything in to show you here, but carrots, oats, and flax, for example, can only be grown in spring unless you have greenhouses. And not everybody in the game has greenhouses. Not everybody has large meadows to produce lots. So obviously if you have a limited amount of players selling certain items, and maybe they're only starting them in certain seasons, you're going to see the prices of those items go up and down. So that's something to bear in mind as well. So there are a couple of different factors that affect it. Sometimes, like I'm one of these people that I only tend to buy something when I need it. So, or I want to make it. I have gotten a slight habit of making stuff. So that's just for example, show you. So you go into workshop, you can click produce. So there's lots of different things on the game that you can make, such as mash, fertilizer, different bridles, saddle cloths, protection, different bonuses, buildings, greenhouses, workshops, enhancements, and things for your meadows as well. So let's just go to probably one of the most expensive fluctuating items, the 3-star box. So here we can have a look at a different item. This is actually kind of interesting because if we looked at some of the earlier stuff, you saw the price go really high and then suddenly get really low. But this is complete opposite. The price is actually rocketed all the way up really high, and then you can see it started to creep back down again, then up again, and now it's starting to creep back down again. So you might want to hold out for a few more days in hopes that it literally comes back down again. It may not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But these are a couple of things that you can take into consideration when you want to buy boxes. You know, have a look and see. Click on the boxes, look at the graph, see the change in price. Is it a good time to sell? Is it a good time to buy? And maybe keep a note of it, maybe work it out. Let's say, you know, keep a note of what day spring started, what day spring ended, look at the prices between those dates, and maybe eventually you'll be able to have quite a detailed layout of things that you know, this is the best time to sell, this is the best time to hoard, and so forth. So anyway guys, thank you to Galway-Bay for requesting the video, and hope you have a lovely day. Bye!